Hello everybody, welcome to DIY Sewing with Simply Ola. My name is Olaitan. Today I will be showing you how you can make a pattern out of your t-shirt. Yes, a simple t-shirt like this, how you can make a pattern like this that you can use to sew your shirts, your t-shirts, your free dress. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Here I'm just showing you the list of what you're going to need to make the pattern. That's the craft paper. If you don't have the craft paper, you can use Christmas wrapping sheets or any paper we do from the One Pound Shop. Like you can see, I've folded the t-shirts into two and I turn it inside out. There I'm trying to put in the back neck in order for me to be able to trace the front neck. So you can use the tracing wheel or pen. There I'm using pen. If you don't have a tracing wheel, you can use pen to just trace it out neatly. After doing the front neck, I tried to do the back neck. So what I did there was I pinned the front neck down and I brought the back neck out. Then I did the same thing for the sleeve. I brought out the back sleeve and I tried to put in the front sleeve and I trace it out neatly. After that, I went in with my pattern master just to trace it out properly, and I use a very bright pen in order for you to see it. So there I'm just adding the same allowance. I added half an inch same allowance. You can add 1 inch, depends on what you want. Then after doing that, I try to put the necessary information for me to remember when I want to cut it. Then I try to mark the seam allowance, and as you can see, there is another line there that is extra because I try to make the t-shirt big just for me to have extra room. That is optional. You can stick to your own measurements or you can add extra to it. After that, I got another paper for me to trace the sleeve. I folded the t-shirt into two and I fling it over to the other side. Then I put the pin, to put it in place in order for me to be able to trace it. After that, I went in with pen and I'm tracing it out. You can use the tracing wheel as well. If you don't have, you can use pen. And I'm trying to put it in place, in order for me to get the curve of the sleeve. Then after tracing it out, I went in with my pattern master just to rule out everything neatly for me to be able to see it. You can do this with your hand if you don't want to use pattern master. You can just trace it out neatly. I'm just trying to put the necessary information, so then I fling it to the other side. I did the same thing for the t-shirt. After flinging the paper, turning it around, I tried to do the same thing with the t-shirt in order for me to trace the back. So I did the same thing I did for the front. I tried to place it in place. And this time around, I'm just doing it with one sleeve. So I'm tracing it out now with my pen. You can actually use the tracing wheel to go on top of the t-shirts, just go on top of the t-shirt for you to get the cuff area. But if you don't want to do that, then you can do it this way. If you use the tracing wheel, it's not going to spoil your t-shirts, but it will get the shape out of the t-shirt to the paper. Then you can then trace it out. But if you don't want to do that, then you just do what I'm doing here. I'm just tracing everything out neatly for me to be able to see. Yeah, that is the sleeve done. Remember, you're going to need 2 of these for you to make this sleeve. I'm just trying to trace everything out just to make sure I get all the necessary cuff out. Just trying to make sure everything is nice and neat. And there I'm just cutting it out neatly. Cutting everything out neatly. So that's the sleeve. And what I'm doing here, I folded my materials into 2 and I placed my pattern on top of it. That is the front pattern. I'm trying to cut it out. Remember, you have to fold your materials into 2. That's why I put the small notes on top of the pattern. So there I'm just trying to add extra length to the t-shirt because I want it to be a bit longer and I want that cuff shape. If you don't have the pattern master, you can just trace it out with your hand. Remember, this is just a pattern. You can have it shorter, you can have it longer. So here I'm trying to make it a bit longer. I want the t-shirt to be a long one. After that, just go ahead and just cut it out to the desired length you want. You can have it longer, you can have it shorter, like I said. You can just have it straight, you know. Remember, the materials is folded into 2. So right there, I'm trying to cut the back. So I'm just doing the same thing I did for the front. Cutting everything out neatly. And because I want the back a bit longer, so I went ahead to, add more to it so I can have it longer at the back. So after that, I went in with my sleeve pattern. I folded the materials into 2. I actually folded it into 4 because I want to cut the 2 sleeves together, but you don't have to do that. You can just fold the materials into 2 and place your pattern on it and just trace it out. Like there, I want the sleeve a bit longer, so that is why I extended the length of it. You don't have to do that if you want the sleeve shorter, but because I want it a bit longer, I want it like a 3/4, so that is why I extended the length of it. And that is it, guys. I'll be showing you how I sew the t-shirts in the next video. Thank you for watching.